Good afternoon, everyone. So I hope you're all doing safe and sound wherever you're watching us. So again, my name is Jem and I will be your host for today's learning webinar here at ESME PH. So before we begin, again, to all of our guests, if you have any questions regarding our discussion for today, don't hesitate to send them to us by entering it in the comments section of whatever social media platform you're watching this on, and I'll be here to relay them to our guest speaker. Again, welcome to our live webinar series of ESME.ph, an e-learning marketplace for Filipino professionals where one can develop relevant and in-demand skills through masterclasses in different fields of learning. And if you want to learn more about us, so feel free to visit our page at www.esme.ph. And of course, for those who are watching from us from Facebook or YouTube, feel free to share the link to the stream to the people who you think will be interested or will be able to relate in today's topic. And as you know, we are very, very excited for today's session because we are really tackling a very exciting topic that is also timely and relevant nowadays. I'm sure all of you or most of you are working online right now, working from the comforts of your home. But today, we're going to learn more about what digital nomads is all about and, of course, the future of remote life. And I'm very excited to learn more about our speaker for today. So, what is digital nomads and the future of remote life? Well, according to a journal created in UN Thompson Beverly last 2019, digital nomads are remote workers often employed in tech fields such as web design, programming, or online marketing, and they're exploiting the advantage of their remote employment and they travel the world. So if you really love traveling, I'm sure you're very excited to learn more from our speaker today. So let's learn more about digital nomadism and why it is the future of remote life. So on that note, today our guest speaker is Mr. Orly Darnayla. Orly Darnayla is the founder of Digital Nomads and Entrepreneur Beach Club Philippines. He and his team are building a community to inspire, influence, help, educate, and motivate fellow and like-minded people to support ideas by doing rather than just planning. And Orly is an enterprise advocate. He helps and guides business owners and freelancers, including aspiring entrepreneurs to succeed in their chosen career or industry. He also shares his lessons learned as a freelancer, startup founder, entrepreneur, and business owner to help his clients, partners, and the community. Wow. So we're very excited because our speaker has so much to teach us today, especially on a Saturday afternoon. So without further ado, let's all welcome Mr. Orly Darnayla. Good afternoon, Sir Orly.
Thank you, Jam. Salamat. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you for inviting me. Good afternoon, everyone.
yeah. Good afternoon, Sir Orly. I hope you're doing great. So
Yeah,
first, the first question, of course. So, how your entrepreneurial journey so far, and how did it start? So, maybe you could tell us a little bit more about the ventures that you started before you transition into your own business.
yeah. Yeah, okay. It's funny and interesting. Most of the business that I venture are accidents. Okay,
Okay.
first, when I came from a poor family. In my mind, growing up, growing up with in the slums and kind of tough neighborhood, gave me like a lot of like reasoning or asking about like why. So ang una
Mm-hmm.
ko lang naisip is like I just want to improve my life and escape poverty. You know what I mean? Kaya at the young age, little that I know, I'm into in preparation for entrepreneurship because I'm selling pandesal,
Mm-hmm.
vegetables, no, and doing padyak, and because we need to help our parents because it's not enough. And after that, I realized, yeah, we at the young age, I understand the concept of a poor and rich. At the young age, I understand the concept of the social gap in the Philippines is really huge. And it became my motivation and then it became my fire to ask a lot of questions. Why we're poor? Why we're not improving our life? Kaya when I decided at the age of 20, I decided, okay, I'm just gonna move out. I don't know what to do, but basta alam ko lang, I just want to improve my life. That's it. I don't want to be stuck in this as a cycle because I've
Mm-hmm.
seen my batchmates, I've seen my childhood friends, almost the same, and I don't want to allow it at the young age. But yeah, I don't know what to do. So my first job, yeah, I went to ad agency. That's my first. Well, actually, I did a lot of ad jobs like waiter, bartender. Because I was a working student. But I considered my first paycheck na corporate would be the working in ad agency at the age of 20. I believe I was 22, 23, and then it opens uh, it opens a lot of opportunity because I've seen how ad agency deals on campaigns. Like they're making 1 million, 2 millions, but for them it's small. So medyo doon ako na-expose, no? And going back to the why I entered entrepreneurship, it's funny because ever since when I was young, I'm always on my mustache, because I was a researcher. I was a field representative, and most of I travel nationwide. So medyo swerte, no? I was so lucky because I was given an opportunity to travel at the expense of the company. That's why I'm not complaining. But 20 years ago, I'm still, kind of long hair, mustache, my work. So my boss he wanted me to wear barong. I was like,
Wow.
sabi ko, sir, first it's hot. Second, I was a researcher. I was I was in the field going to one municipio to other municipio and counting cars, counting people, and then that started our relationship. It's not good. No, we're not like much as a boss and as an employee. But so then I quit my job. I was young. I was stubborn. I was like, I don't want to be this. But aside from, I realized because I was exposed to like huge campaigns, and I'm learning because I'm working in one of the biggest company in the Philippines, so I'm learning a lot from them. Not for anything, I learned a lot from my boss, the training, and all those being stubborn. I realized they were right. I was just so stubborn. So to make it short, I quit my job and then convinced one of my office mates to join me. Then she joined. She joined me. I was like, I don't know if you know part Jeremy Gore's like, no, I don't like my job anymore. Let's build our own. So nagka-campaign ako doon. But isa yung naniwala, and then she quit her job also. She joined me. And we thought we were gonna skyrocket all the plans, the design. And 1.5 years we failed.
Wow.
So when we failed, so my former office mate, and of course I convinced also my college friend because he has an apartment back then. Na walang nangyayari. So sabi niya, dude, I was gonna go back to my work. It's not, we're not progressing. Kulang pa pambayad ng internet. So same with my office mate. She was like, no, Orly, we need to go back to our job because there's nothing going on. So sabi ko, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We didn't do well. Then kinausap ko sila, can I keep the company? Sabi ko, can I keep, gentleman's agreement? Yeah, sure. Keep the company, put it in your name. So that's what I did. So I went back being a waiter again. So I had like 3 multiple jobs. A freelancer, nag-waiter ako, nagbabartend ako because I don't want to go back being an employee. And after maybe 6 months or almost a year, I made my first break, which led me to become a ad agency. Nag-start lang kami design. Kasi wala akong employee. Wala naman akong employee talaga. So, typical yung story tatakbo. Kasi yung collection namin, andyan na po. So, I'm just gonna wear hat, chase my shirt. So, ako rin nagko-collect ng design fee. So I did that. Sir, yung customer service namin, babalikan po kayo, pero ako din yun. So, ako din. Because I don't have money. And after patiently waiting and, pursuing what I would love to do because I don't want to go back being an employee, nag-result naman. But it was so hard. There's no community. There is no, I have like informal mentorship lang sa mga parents pa ng mga batchmates ko kasi their dad are yung mga parents mayayaman So pag bibisita ako sa kanila, so I talk to their parents. And the ad agency, it went well. It went well. And it nagdire-diretso na. So after that, nag-join na rin ako sa mga along the way because I continued that business since 2005 So 2006, 7, 8 nag-skyrocket na din. Tapos yun din, like entrepreneur, meron din kaming mga of course ups and downs and nag-bankrupt din kami. But I learn a lot also. Kaya nga nung sa community namin, sinasabi ko sa kanila, I share more on the learnings, no, the failure, because I notice bihira, or in my personal opinion, medyo hindi tumatagal dun sa mga sa pagkakamali, sa failures. And that's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
advocate. I always share the learning curves and the failures, or the mistakes that I committed or we committed as a team, so that they can avoid that. You know what I mean? And yeah, after so many years, I've been in entrepreneur for the past 16 years. So
Mm-hmm.
I entered to restaurant and bar, photography studio, nag-mobile bar, kung ano-ano na. Tapos nag-hostel din ako sa Cebu 6 years ago. And nagtayo din kami ng sa Manila ng hostel. Tapos we do a printing. So
Mm-hmm.
I most likely trying all my best to hustle and to always keep moving forward every time I me and my team face the challenges.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically my story as an entrepreneur, how I started to become an entrepreneur.
Yeah, alam mo Sir Orly, I'm very always interested to hear about entrepreneurial stories and of course their journey, how it started, because it's really inspiring on how you started and how you really developed yourself and the people around you, and really inspiring them to really share your learning so that they can learn from you as well while you also grow your business and really help them really succeed also. And also with finding your why, I'm sure you really have a clear picture now of what your why is. But I'd also like to know more about, could you share us, Sir Orly, one specific experience in your life that really help you to be who you are right now as a person and as an entrepreneur? Because of course, the way that you mentioned it, talaga, your story is one that you really started low and now you're really an established person. So could you share us really one specific experience in your life that really helped you to be the person that you are right now?
Yeah, I believe I'm 42 and I've been in the industry for the past 16 years.
Mm-hmm.
And the lessons that I learned along the way being entrepreneur is, you know, you need to be generous also. Your the intentions to help.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because when you decided to be generous in a way, of course, sinasabi ko nga minsan, you can be generous and kind, but you also need to be strong, so people cannot abuse your kindness, kasi
Yes.
sinasabi ko, entrepreneurship is not that sexy, not for anything, it became sexy and beautiful if you always win, but in reality it's hard. I had depression, I had anxiety because it's up and down, and I tried to quit. I tried to quit. Not I'm only human. I tried so many times, attempted to quit in this game, but I felt sad. So I thought, I was like, okay, it's in my DNA. Maybe eto na rin talaga yung gusto ko. Small win, big wins. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
matter as long as I always learn. Because I'm a learner sucker ako eh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and those mistakes, those I met amazing people. I learned from them. I listened to them, and I believe that what made me it taught me a lot of being an active listener.
Mm-hmm.
Pinakamahirap is to listen. They won't know that, but those skills that me personally, I think guilty way back in my mid 20s, no? 'Cause, you need to listen to people, you need to listen to your team, you need to listen to your clients, regardless if like criticize ka or telling you something bad. And it taught me to become more open, to become more patient, and being an active listener, and to persevere. All right.
Yeah.
Um, since I came from a poor family, so I don't know. I share this a lot. Sabi ko nga, since I came from nothing, so ba't naman ako magrereklamo? I'm still having a nice bed. You know what I mean? I was able to,
Mm-hmm.
I still have 2, 3 employees. You know what I mean? Helping me. So every time na may challenges, I need to remind myself, like, everything's gonna be okay. So yeah, I talk to myself alone most of the time, and
Yeah, I
because
think we
it's
all do.
right. Okay, thank you, Jem. I'm not alone. So being grateful and thankful sa nangyayari sa ano, kahit may tulad dito, kahit may pandemic, walang nagkakasakit sa amin, sa team,
Mm,
everyone is healthy, tas kahit papaano, kahit nag-skeletal kami sa team namin, meron pa rin mga
mm,
small projects. So those small things I appreciate. I believe that kaya ako parang always nag-move, and it also give the morale for the team eh. Kasi as an
yeah.
entrepreneur or founder, they're looking up to us like, okay, what's next? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I remember when we shifted to digital, kasi ad agency kami, nawala lahat ng projects. We lost the
Yeah.
campaigns for 2020, ni-refund namin yung money. In fact, meron pa kaming balance because the campaigns in ad agency is like 3 months, 6 months. No? So talagang we were we were like experiencing the struggle. But
Mm,
so then we moved to digital, like design and social media, working with US and Canada. It's hard. I became grumpy because hindi ko na because at my age hindi ko na kinakaya yung 10 p.m. to 4 a.m.
mm-hmm.
So, I saw my staff, bad trip na sila sa akin kasi grumpy na ako ting umaga. So, being self-aware, I believe it's very important. So, when I saw myself a grumpy boss and everyone's like not happy na to work. So, I talked to one of my staff. Tinuruan ko na lang siya. Sabi ko, "Can I do this in the morning? Ikaw na lang mag
Yeah.
graveyard, no? Because I know myself. I know I value my sleep. I want my 8 to 10 hours sleep. Okay? Ayoko i-compromise yun na tama ah. So
Yeah.
it's hard. Again, I need to show to our team, na before I gave them tasks, ako muna. Ganun kasi ako sa team. So pinakita ko sa younger team namin na okay, this is how we do it. We need to shift, otherwise we're gonna die. And I'm so thankful naman. Team is listen to me or listen to us. And yeah, those traits or characteristics as a person and as an entrepreneur help me to become who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, entrepreneurship is not that easy. It's not that hard. Kaya dapat i-consider mo yung mga lahat na I have this like always hope for the best but plan for the
Mm-hmm.
worst. Ayun yung mantra ko ever since eh. Para hindi ako nagpapanik. So, and having said that, I always condition myself, me and my team, showing the pictures kung ano pwede mangyari. And those pictures that I show them, the worst, the best, hope, natutunan ko rin kasi along the way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's very important to learn from your mistakes at the same time as you progress as a person and entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
Pabalikan mo yung mga backstory, yung mga back end mo, yung mga glitches mo eh. And yeah, until now I'm still on the progress of learning from time to time because the digital technology is so fast. You know what I mean? I need to catch up with the Gen Z and millennial. And
Yeah.
but again, it's beautiful because I'm a curious person. I like to know and I like to put all my energy and effort something that I really love to do or I really like what do you call this, obsessed to do that makes me excited every day when I wake up. I want to do this.
Yeah.
Yun,
You
Jem.
know, Sir Orly, habang nakikinig ako sa'yo while I'm listening to you, it brings me back to the concept of people should really never stop learning. Kasi you're very passionate into learning and I really agree dun sa sinabi mo that the entrepreneurship journey is like a leadership journey as well for you because you're the leader. You need to have a good influence on the people around you and you have to be generous but also kind but also strong as well at the same time. So you have to balance it out. Grabe. Right now, kakunti pa lang yung questions ko, but I'm really learning a lot from you, Sir Nico, Sir Orly. So I really love this. And I'm really interested right now because you mentioned that right now, because you have different business ventures in the past, And of course, right now, you're also into digital nomadism, which I'm also interested to know. And of course, our viewers are also interested to know. So could you tell us a little bit more about digital nomadism and why does it exist?
Okay, the digital nomadism matagal na to ni Jem, no? And as I mentioned to you, since 2005, because I'm lazy, backstory lang. So nagto-freelance ako 2004, 1. Siyempre wala pang yung internet infrastructure, talagang sobrang layo. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So my freelance gig way back was into events and design. You know what I mean? But we can do email, all right? And as a researcher, field representative, I move around, no? But 20 years ago, hindi ko pa alam ang digital nomadism. Yan, I mean, hindi ko pa alam. Hindi ko pa siya talaga alam. Alam ko lang, I practice it when I realize na, oh, I'm kind of digital nomad na pala, no? But I gave the credit to yung etong digital nomadism na to is you can work anywhere. As long as you can work using the technology, you can work anywhere. You can be considered like digital nomads. But digital nomads, based on my experience, okay, hindi ito yung lang yung mga 3 days, mag-work ka, alis ka.
Mm-hmm.
Based on my experience, and I have met people around the world, the digital nomads, they stayed longer sa isang country or sa isang place.
Oh, okay.
Normally, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Kasi it's hard din pag wala ka na de-develop din na community and na-outsource na mga talents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And these are based on my experience. No? So, iba-iba siya. But going back to your question, as digital nomadism is, you can work anywhere. You can choose the place, the location that you like to work and live, and you can choose the lifestyle that will fit you. So that's the kagandahan ng digital nomadism. And of course, 20 years ago sa Philippines, I believe, and also siguro in Southeast Asia, mahal siya, expensive siya. Kaya siguro konti lang naggumagawa noon kasi wala pang shared economy, right? The shared economy is like, for example, we have Airbnb, we have couch surfing, we have this platform. But 20 years ago, when I met is puro mga foreigners lang. So when I moved to Cebu, I think I moved at 14. I moved to Cebu 2014 eh. Mas marami ako doon na-meet na digital nomads. And aside from I was forced to manage my team online, because I moved Cebu, Manila. So nag-struggle din ako, no? And that's why doon actually ang Entrepreneur Beach Club PH or Digital Nomads Entrepreneur Beach Club PH gave birth actually sa Cebu. Sa Cebu namin nabuo yan. Sa Mactan, Cebu, yeah. I form a hostel and then I talk to most of my guests from Europe, Western countries are digital nomads. In fact, they're the one who influenced me. Like, Orly, I know the internet in the Philippines sucks, but you need to check this out. So they're sending me links, they're sending me these influencers, and I learned and I became obsessed. And the digital nomadism is right now, especially in this generation, the digital generation is much easier and accessible. And it's beautiful, I'm telling you, especially if you'd like to integrate work-life balance. All right?
Okay.
Take note, it's not that expensive anymore compared before. Okay? So that's digital nomadism for me.
Yeah. Actually, Sir Orly, thank you so much also for putting light on what digital nomadism is all about. Kasi I'm sure me, myself personally, and I'm sure all of the other viewers out there would also agree that sometimes we think of digital nomads as something that, maybe an alternative to a work from home situation. But of course, now that we're in the pandemic, the new normal is working from home, and digital nomadism is really gaining traction as well. You mentioned that it's also about building communities and staying for a place for a longer time in order for you to really build yourself and of course get to know more people and really do your business as well in order for you to really serve your purpose on that specific community. So I'm also curious, Sir Orly, to know na since nag-pandemic na tayo ngayon because of the coronavirus and people are now all the time digitally aware, they're also being screens most of the time, just like you do, which you do personally before the pandemic. So I'm curious that with you starting as a digital nomad, did it prepare for you the abrupt shift to digital paradigm during this pandemic? How was it for you, Sir Orly?
Yeah, for me, I would say it became natural. As I
Oh,
mentioned to you, my background, right? I was a researcher. I
yeah.
traveled nationwide. So little that I know, that those acquired skill set is preparing for this pandemic. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's the subconsciousness na ginagawa ko na pala siya. I practice. I was a practitioner. But
Mhm.
I'm not really like, the Baybayin have like what we're doing actually is, we call it, we got it a lot like a COVID startup, because
COVID
again,
start. Okay.
yeah, we don't intend to, hindi naman namin talagang plano, ang plano namin, originally for our community, di ba? We are
Yes.
going to buy a property or resort somewhere, near Manila. We're gonna set up, rooms and co-working space. That's our original plan. But of course, we have existing business. For example, our hostel. So we got scared. And then bubuti na lang, we know some remote workers. And
Mm.
they stayed with us during pandemic. Ito yung kasaga ng pandemic. During
Yeah.
pandemic, yun, they're looking for a place that they could work and live. And that's why yung hostel namin, naka-survive, from surviving to thrive. And we
Mhm.
realize, because I listen to them, so a lot of
Mhm.
people pala are talagang looking, no? Um, akala namin kami lang eh. So kay FYI Gem, no? Yung yung pag-promote ng digital nomad and promoting kami ng entrepreneurship, matagal na namin ginagawa, as 5 years ago. But of course, on
Wow.
the side, it's a
Mhm.
community building. Hindi naman
Okay.
talaga kami, we're not making money. I would say yun an enterprise advocate. Kino-consider ko
Yeah.
siya. Because we
Mhm.
have friends na entrepreneurs na gustong tumulong. Kaya ito, maganda tong ginagawa nyo guys. Sobrang helpful to, lalo naman sa mga nag-uumpisa. Sobrang salute to Jessica and to the team. Anyway, so what happened was is, yeah, we realized that of course, meron din kaming friends na nag-struggle na resorts, you know, and they call us, like, Orly, what did you do? So it's like, you know what? Why not we, why not invite them, and connect everyone? Kasi digitally tayo, connected na tayo, right?
Yeah.
Lang all of a sudden yung general, yung public, sila rin naging aware, even the hindi pa ganun ka open-minded. Let's face it, right? Even the
Yes.
even the traditional business, they were forced to adapt. Otherwise, they're
Mhm.
gonna die. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it was very timely lang when the resort owner reached us to us, and we deliver. So it's
Mhm.
like, oh man, like because people are too much na in Manila, and at the same time, um, you need someone pa din, kailangan pa rin ng ano eh. Kaya nga sinasabi namin, it's all about connecting people and empowering
Yeah.
the community. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Going back to hindi ka lang basta 3 days, 4 days, no eh. You need to, aside from safety, syempre,
Yeah.
we don't want to go around, but ever since you need to be involved in one community that is culture fit with you. You get it?
Yeah.
Pag hindi culture fit, hindi kayo, hindi tayo tatagal magkakasama eh. Parang
You
gano'n,
have to
no?
find the perfect fit for you.
Oo. So, and the pandemic forced everyone.
Mhm.
I will use the word, they were forced to, parang, tignan ko nga to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Parang gano'n. And which is very beautiful because you were recognized like, yes, I told you, it can be done. It's hard, of course. Everything, lahat naman mahirap eh. Wala namang,
Mhm.
people are, if there's something new, talagang if you're not familiar with something, but in business, in life, merong fear. It's always, this
Yeah.
is,
It's
merong
natural.
hesitation. Natural yun. Sinasabi ko, natural naman yun. Kaya
Mhm.
sinasabi namin sa kanya, but give it a try. Give it a try because it's a once in a lifetime experience. And
Mhm.
digital nomadism, or being a digital nomad or digital professionals, gave you or will give you an opportunity to have a personal and career growth, especially if you are with people that align with your culture, interests,
Mhm.
and the, the mindset of helping and supporting each other.
Wow.
It's beautiful. You know?
Mhm.
So yeah, that's. I hope I was able to answer your question, Jim.
Yeah, alam mo Sir Orly, nakakatuwang isipin na talagang during this pandemic, it helped people to be more aware of digital nomads. And the transition for you was of course seamless kasi parang it was naturally being done by your group. And then the people also realized how you can help them in terms of what they do as well. And you also mentioned that being a digital nomad really helps you as a person as well. So I'm also curious to know ano-ano po ba yung mga core competencies that you have gained or you have learned in being a digital nomad?
This is interesting. Okay, first my skills. Okay, um, my skills. I don't do well. I can sketch. I can draw, but I'm not a graphic artist. All right.
Okay.
So kumbaga, pag tatanungin mo nga ako sa digital nomad, ako yung bagsak eh. In reality, ah. So those who are watching. So, kaya, my point is, because of the technology and the available tools and apps, it's much easier now. Okay,
Mhm.
for example, okay. So digital nomads normally yan, mga tech, sabi mo nga, no, it's a, tech for you're a multimedia artist, anything that you
Yeah.
can work online. You're a writer, you're a videographer, you can edit, So those
Mhm.
kind, or you're an app developer, web developer, those things. And magugulat ka, Jem, wala akong ganong skills, but I know what I'm
Oh.
good at. I'm good at building and creating. So that's why
Ah.
I format. You know what I mean? So as a digital nomad, wag ka rin malilimit dun sa tech. Ayun yung gusto kong i-share ng practicality. You
Mm.
find your skills. Find it, bago ka magkuha ng hindi ako pwedeng, I can't do it because I'm not a digital. No, as I mentioned to you, people nowadays, especially the traditional businesses, they were forced to check it out. And in fact, to adapt, to become a digital nomad or remote worker.
Mhm.
Kasi we need to innovate. Otherwise, you're gonna die as a
Yeah.
business. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
me, I taught I learned a lot of things being ang tawag ko digital skills. First, I was forced to kailangan since limited team kami. Well, before naman nagpo-Photoshop ako, but I don't have patience because I love
Okay.
creating. I love
Okay.
creating, I love design. So, mas mabadali ako mag-sketch, and then I call my artist. But before, nung wala akong staff, I can do it. But of course, hindi ko naman siya pinursu kasi nga, I have different skills that I'd like to pursue. My point is,
Okay.
because of this digital, because of the technology, everything is there. Nasa yun, you will be silly if you don't grab that opportunity na ida-download mo, merong tutorial sa YouTube, nandiyan na
Mhm.
lahat. Okay? So to jump or to become a digital nomad is, I would say, it's a choice kung hindi ka nagpa-practice, kung hindi ka practitioner. Pero kung gusto mo
Mhm.
siyang gawin, marami na siyang available tools. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Available tools and what do you call this, tutorials also na hindi mo din kailangan na pumunta pa ng
Yeah.
yung one-on-one, no? And
Mhm.
those skills that I developed, for example, I didn't realize I was able to develop an app. Because we're doing the Baybayin Hub. Baybayin
Mhm.
Hub kasi we're kind of like Airbnb for remote workers, eh, no? Yan
Yeah.
yung nagawa. Nobody understood, even my team, they're having a hard time. So I realized, I watched, I read, I watched YouTube, then I developed this web app and website. And my friend, because we have friends, or I have friends like consulting, na
Mhm.
tinutulungan naman ako. So sabi niya, dude, that's an UX design and it's an app. You know what I mean? So I was surprised. See? Because I'm doing it by myself, naggagawa ako, nagka-copyright ako, gumagawa. So
Mhm.
binubuo ko siya because I want to simplify everything. So having said it, it's a very good example of the digital nomad skills ngayon.
Yeah. Mhm.
Of course, may mga trabaho pa din hindi naman talagang pwedeng iwanan, let's face it. No? Marami pa din
Yes.
naman. But
Mhm.
my point is, if you wanna explore this or if you wanna check it out, marami na rin siyang options ngayon. It's just that you need to ask yourself, sabi mo nga kanina, you need to ask your sarili, what is your why if ever you want to become
Yes.
a remote worker, di ba? You need to ask is why I would like to become a digital nomad. You know what I mean? And the
Yeah.
skills, I believe we have the skills. Naman. It's a matter of what skills would you like to focus and develop.
Okay.
Yun na lang yun na lang yun eh. Sabi ko nga ako na nga yung magiging very good example eh. Ako kung tatanungin mo yung skill set ko, ako yung walang tech. Ako yung walang tech, di ba? Wala talaga. Pero so
But you're a
now
digital
when
nomad.
hindi, well, because I create. I'm
Yeah.
a digital nomad.
Yeah.
I write. My point is, yung sinasabi niya puro tech, hindi. Because I can write, I can design, and I have my team. To make it short, I built something that I could sell on digital platform. It could be a product, it could be, so but do not limit yourself on tech minsan. Or yung mga kunyari dapat graphic artist ka para maging digital nomad. That's my point. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's my point to just to clarify. Kasi mostly pag may nakakausap ako, sir, hindi ba mahirap kasi ako writer? Pwede naman, marami na ngayong platform pag writer ka, you can sell your, ghostwriter, and pwede ka
Yeah.
magsulat sa isang tech company, no? So marami. So yeah,
Mhm.
I hope Jem was able to answer your question.
Yeah, I agree on that, Sir Orly. Kasi a lot of things right now can be, in one way or another, be transformed into the digital landscape. And I also agree on what you said that being a digital nomad doesn't have to limit yourself with the digital competencies. In fact, you helped us also gain a deeper perspective that it can be a wide range of competencies, but it's all a matter of also focusing on what you want and also building on that specific skills. And on your case, you mentioned that it's all about building and creating. And right now, Sir Orly, since you mentioned that those core competencies are very relevant to you as a digital nomad, what's your opinion right now on the skills that you've built as a digital nomad? How relevant will it be moving forward right now, maybe around 4 to 5 years, with or without pandemic? I think moving forward, how do you think would those skills be relevant in the future of how people also do business or how people live their lives as well?
The digital technology change, I would like to believe, change our behavior,
Mm-hmm.
also. And sinasabi ko nga, this is the future. The future of office is work everywhere and work anywhere. Because sobrang bilis din, na fast track pa siya ng pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the future. And they can do research on Google. You will see the rapidly the increase of people jumping to become a remote worker. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And big companies they realize they save more, they save a lot pa,
Mm-hmm.
and this will be the future. And maybe every month, we need to wait what's hot, what is new in
Mm-hmm.
this digital landscape, because humans, I believe that the global is now focusing. Pwede naman pala. Na fast track tayo lalo ng being a remote worker or digital nomads. And imagine sinong ayaw naman din talaga. Amen. If you have the location independent and the time now na hindi
Mm-hmm.
ka na lang basta mag-office, right?
Yeah.
Na mabibigyan ka ng opportunity. And little by little, because of what is happening and the support from NGO, private companies, diba? Even BPO, a lot of BPO agents were pina work from home na rin, or you can work anywhere. So
Mm-hmm.
ano to, Jem, in my personal point of view, this will be talaga the future, in the
Yeah.
Philippines. Pero gusto ko lang malaman, sabihin sa inyo, sa Europe matagal na to. So sa Philippines, we're kind of left behind. We are
Yeah.
behind lang. Pero in Western countries, in United States of America, even in Southeast Asia, to be specific, Thailand and Singapore, marami na dong remote worker.
Wow.
Marami na din. We're now, they ask, sometimes they ask why we're left behind, because our internet infrastructure kasi medyo, compared to them, medyo naman challenging. So the
Yes.
ilang, pero ang sinasabi ko nga when they ask me, sabi ko, oh, hindi pa maganda yung internet doon sa isang island. Sabi ko, yeah, that's why we say it's 1020 Mbps, but we believe that's why we're positioning now. We're telling them, everyone now, yeah, maybe it's now, but 1999 I was using dial-up.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So imagine mag 5 years tayo ngayon, siguro eto Manila tayo ngayon, no? This is good. I could use your imagination, like 5 to 10 years from now, baka may hologram na tayo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
it's inevitable. Digital digital lifestyle, digital platform, digital landscape, it's very fast.
Yeah.
It's very fast. So yeah. That's my take, Jem.
Yeah, agree, Sir Orly, that the digital landscape is the future and it will change a lot of things, especially how we do our work. And of course, you as digital nomads, it will also be a big help to you as well in reaching out to more people. But I'm also curious to know your thoughts, naman, Sir Orly, since, of course, as a digital nomad, you work with a lot of people, also online and also offline, and you have a team to really support you and to help you grow your business and, of course, your advocacies as well. Now that you're a digital nomad, do you still maintain some sort of a company culture in your group? And given the fact that you are working as a freelance or digital nomad and you're working from different locations, I mean, how do you still maintain your company culture and how do you make it sustainable for you and your team?
Yes. I me and I would say my our company culture, I gave them liberty tsaka time talaga. Kasi ako rin ayoko nang masyadong micromanage ako eh. So
Yes,
the
same
company
here, Sir
culture,
Orly. I know the
the
feeling.
company, di ba? Kaya nga ako nag-resign noon eh. So it was hard 8 years ago, nahirapan ako, to be honest. Nahirapan kami
Mhm.
kasi when I let go our physical office, we gave our staff na mga laptop na medyo nahirapan, hindi sila mag-submit kasi sanay, no? But we never
Ah,
we gave up. Ngayon, parang forward ako noon, 2, 3, 4 years ago, I went to the States. We manage everyone online. Ang
mhm.
na-develop naming culture, I would say, is yung maging output-driven, tapos yung you need to be honest, kung kaya ba ng deadline or hindi, and work as a team. At the same time, from time to time, ako talaga, meron pa rin kaming yung nakikita-kita pa rin kami. Even nung wala pang pandemic no, gumagawa ako ng activity for all of us na lumabas. I'll make it sure na lalabas kami kasi nagre-remote working kami. So I need to ask them kamusta ka, and na-develop 'yon. Tsaka kami din yung as a company culture, you can go to our office like just be who you are. As long as
Yeah.
wag lang pag may meeting sa client. So, di ba? Pag may meeting naman sa client, syempre medyo sharp dress naman ng konti, right? But
Yeah.
I encourage them to be, just be you. And
Mhm.
as long as output driven tayo, as long as you trust your teammate, kasi pag remote working, sasabihin, ang tanungan lang namin is, anong deadline ko? Ganun na lang eh. Para makasave din ng time. At the same time, I would like to believe it create also trust as a team. And then that's
Yeah.
very important sa remote working. Because meron kaming video, meron kaming graphic artist, may writer,
Mhm.
tapos meron offline na events naman din, meron din.
Mhm.
And those that company culture that we develop, I would say I'm so lucky na and thankful that our team understand naman. You know what I mean? So hindi pa rin nawawala yung human na face-to-face talaga. Kaya
Mhm.
naman from time to time I brought my team then to we work at the remote island at least mga 7
Wow.
days.
Wow.
Dinadala ko sila tapos because ako parang kami kasi you need to practice what you preach. Naniniwala ako doon, di ba? And
Mhm.
and of course ad agency is not hindi pala is stressful. Ad agency
Yes.
is high pressure. Alam mo yan, Jem, right? High
High
pressure din
pressure
talaga. Oo,
with
grabe.
outputs and deadlines.
Yes, di ba? Grabe. Alam mo naman sa Philippines, kailan ang deadline? Bukas. So,
Sometimes
so,
afternoon pa nga eh.
oo, di ba? Parang, So and we took that challenge in a sense well, of course dumating na rin sa point na we choose our clients na rin. Pag too much,
Mhm.
that I will ask my team like, oh, what do you think? So we let go na lang din. And it 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 boils all down sa relationship din eh. You know.
Mhm.
Sa pag kaming as ako nga ayoko sabi ko don't call me uh, sabi ko lang call me Orly, you know? Kasi hindi na rin ako sanay tawagin sa amin Orly because they saw me in my short, you know, sa office na minsan nga
Pambahay.
nauutusan. Oo, pambahay lang talaga, ganoon naman kami. Tapos nagkikita lang kami sa coffee sa BGC minsan. Doon lang tayo
Mhm.
mag-meeting, traffic kasi grabe yung traffic eh. Di ba?
Yes.
So, daming so the culture that we created, so far naman wala naman nagko-complain. Although minsan syempre ano pa rin ako pag may deadline pa rin kami, medyo I'm stuck with
Mhm.
my team. But
Mhm.
we tried our best. I tried my best to integrate work-life balance sa team namin. Because
Mhm.
I know coming from ad agency, high pressure din talaga tsaka sa design, no? Kung marami kang
Yeah.
ginagawa. So yun na lang yung sinasabi ko sa kanila na I asked them. In fact, minsan sila yung pinag tinatanong ko, sige, what do you want? Anong gusto nyong gawin? Kasi minsan
Mhm.
nauubusan na rin ako eh. And I listen to them. Oo, nauubusan na. Hindi ko, so Gen Z tsaka Millennial, medyo minsan hindi ko na alam yung trip din nila. So,
Iba kasi
pero so,
eh.
oh, iba eh. So, kasi kahit ako natututo rin ako sa kanila. Sir, may bago akong na-discover na app. Basta tara, gawin natin. So,
Mhm.
those kind of collaboration and asking them and ask help from them kahit nasasabi ko, we hire you because you don't need to say yes. In fact, ayaw namin magkaroon ng team ng yes lang. You know, I would like to have an argument. I would like to have what do you call it? Um, Conversation with you. Like, how can we
Yes.
help?
Have
How can we
conversation.
help? Oh, how can we
Mhm.
help? Sinasabi ko lagi, if our goals is to help the team and the clients, let's just do it. You know, let's lower down our ego and pride. Who's the best? Who's magaling? No, and that culture, I believe it became easier for us para hindi
Mhm.
na mag-micromanage isa't isa. So yun.
Mhm. Okay, so I think I also agree, sir, that really as a digital nomad, when you're building a culture for your team, communication and trust is the key. And of course, I love the idea that you still have to meet physically kasi iba pa rin personally. Kasi lalo na ngayon during the pandemic, especially for those who are watching who are employees, who are working from home, I'm sure they also miss their office mates being around with them physically. Kasi iba pa rin talaga, di ba, Sir Orly? And I really also admire what you do in terms of how you lead your people as well in such a way that they still deliver their outputs but they don't really feel that like corporate pressure siguro, or how should I say that you're flexible in your own terms but at the same time you're not sacrificing the quality of your work and the deadlines that you've been meeting. So grabe, iba pala talaga ang working as a digital nomad. You still have those capacity to really build on your team and build on your company culture, which is also a great thing. And I'm sure, Sir Orly, dahil sa mga nabanggit mo ngayon, a lot of people and a lot of our viewers today are very, very interested maybe to transition into being a digital nomad or getting to know more about how to be a digital nomad. So any advice that you can give those aspiring digital nomads who are apprehensive maybe about making the switch to that kind of life? Kasi you mentioned nga before kanina, of course, the fear is natural, but what advice could you give to them right now?
My advice would be first you need to ask yourself why would you like to try it. But I'm telling you, it's beautiful because it will change. It will give you like a lot different perspective. You know,
Mhm.
you will realize. Imagine we work. If you try to compute your working hours, matagal, di ba? Matagal tayo mag-work. And
Yeah.
sinasabi ko nga sa kanila na my advice to you is give it a try or mag-YouTube ka muna, check it out,
Mhm.
and of course find the skills na pwede mong dapat sustainable ka kasi to become a
Okay.
digital nomad. It's very important. You need to be sustainable in terms of you need to make money. You need to earn
Yeah.
money. Right? Hindi pa pwedeng hindi. No? Bakasyon tawag dyan. So, check mo
Oo.
muna, important yung skill set mo. Check mo. So, marami na. yun nga, may e-commerce. Ang dami na pwedeng matutunan online lang. And ready pa siya. Yung iba, bibilin mo pa. Parang
Mhm.
nasa sa atin na lahat. But I would say it's an experience that you will never forget in a good way if you will integrate the work-life balance. Imagine mo nasa kami, not for anything, yung pinopost namin sa Facebook, totoo yun. Walang filter yun. Nag-work talaga kami sa harapan ng beach. And
Grabe.
the
People would
pressure
love
na,
that ano talaga, that view right now.
please invite namin yung team nyo minsan, pag medyo okay na yung
Yeah.
COVID na mga requisition. But my point is, it lessen your also yung stress mo. Kasi pag nasa
Mhm.
nature ka din, if you reconnect with nature, naliless yung tense, yung tense sa sarili mo sa work, naliless yun. And,
Mhm.
so pag sinubukan mo yung pagiging digital nomad, at kung mag-work ka doon sa nature, kahit hindi sa beach, sa nature na merong good internet,
Mhm.
you will see the difference. Kasi you will see the difference.
Mhm.
And it will help you mentally and physically, yung health, mabuboost talaga yung energy mo. Paano ko ba ma-explain? Yeah, para tulad nito, kakagaling ko lang ng Ilocos. So I'm like pumped
Yeah.
up kasi
Wow.
I stay for, pero of course, business naman, hindi naman kami
Yes.
namasyal. Pero
Yeah,
my
yeah,
point
yeah.
is yung nature kasi, yung merong talagang science yan yung
Mhm.
you're in a nature, tapos
Your
nasa
connection
sun
to
ka,
nature.
o
Yes.
nai-improve yung quality of life mo din. So
Mhm.
so don't be afraid. Just give it a try. If kung meron kang hesitation, pwede kang mag-research. You can do the research and the hacks. And safe naman, not for anything. It's much safer now to go to province sa mga open. It's much safer
Mhm.
because there's no crowd. There's no crowd. And aside from there's no tourists, if you
Mhm.
work and live there, konti lang kami. Siguro nandun kami mga 7 lang, 8.
Yeah.
So it's although the internet kung nakaka-video call naman kami pero pag sobrang lakas ng hangin, challenging.
Napuputol.
So
Yeah.
yeah, don't be afraid. Most of the time it's fear and it's safe. I would say, and do your assignment homework, no? Para nagta-travel
Mhm.
actually. Kasi yung mga digital nomads or digital professional, in between tayo ng traveler, explorer, tsaka professional.
Mhm.
Emerging market yan no? Pero in
Yes.
reality nga, sabi ko, we're not just a tourist. Because,
Mhm.
for example, yung owner, nakita nila, so we work and live sa kanila for a month. So they saw us on our computer, like
Mhm.
8 hours. It's like, the owner was like, because it's kind of old. Yeah, we
Mhm.
need to work before we go to the beach. Priority namin is work because we have deadlines and we need to send the PDF, the video, the editing sa team namin. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's okay to be alone sometimes. It gives you like mag self-reflect ka. Yeah,
Mhm.
don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Grab your bag, do your research. Of course, safe travels. Safe
Yeah.
travels.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sir Orly, the way that you mentioned it, parang ang naisip ko tuloy term for that is like you're a backpack CEO or something like that because you're trying to really be on your own but at the same time you're still connected with your people and you're building something relevant from yourself as a digital nomad. Kaya I also agree on your advice to those who are really thinking that they just need to research, to really build on their relevant skills, and to just go out there, take the risk, and try it for themselves so that they can see if digital nomadism is also the life that is really for them as well, especially now during this pandemic. So, grabe, Sir Orly, we really learned a lot from you, and we'd also like to thank you for really giving us more time here in ESME Philippines to really share your story, to share your learnings, and of course, what digital nomadism is all about. So we'd also like to thank you for your time, your insight, and of course, the learnings that you have shared with us. And before we answer, Sir Orly, is there anything that you want to plug or shout out, sir, regarding your business ventures, or perhaps let our viewers know where they can find you since you're a digital nomad, or how they can get in touch with you in the digital landscape?
Thank you, Jem. You can check our website, www.baybayinhub.com.
Mm-hmm.
We have program there for, so we created a program, we called it Nomadscape, because we realize, we listen to our members and to people who are sending us messages. Yung sinabi mo nga kanina, Jem, no, na pag mag-isa, di ba, may fear or may
Yeah.
sabi ng research. Pero kaya nag-create kami ng Nomadscape, we call it Nomadscape. So, people can sign up doon sa Nomadscape. So, imagine mo, kasama mo yung mga ibang remote worker na remote locals mo na kasi hindi naman pwedeng pumunta pa yung international. So, yung mga remote workers, digital nomads, pag nakasama mo sila, doon mag-work kayo ng 7-15 days doon sa remote island. Doon mo
Wow.
din, yun, so we call it Nomadscape. You can check it out, guys, sa Facebook, Baybayin Hub. Makikita nyo. Nag-create kami nun kasi nga to address those yung mga first time. Para ma-feel din nila, kaya nga sinasabi namin, it's all about connecting people and empowering the community. Because yung mga remote workers, happy din sila. Kasi wala silang office mate na excite din yan. Tapos nagtuturo rin kami, nagkakaroon kami ng skill shares. This is,
Yeah.
we're doing these skill shares. Pagdating doon, after mag-work, wala na, kunyari, 5 p.m. Tapos na minsan mag-work, no? Minsan may graveyard. So we just hang out, nag-bonfire kami. Tapos, so what do you do? Oh, Shopify. Oh, how do you do that? So may mga informal talagang skill shares learning. Oh, what app are you using? Oh, check this So, kaya doon sa first timer, pwede yung i-check yon, yung Nomadscape namin. Please visit shameless plug, baybayinhub.com. Kaya minsan din sana, Mama. Hi, Patrick.
Yeah.
So,
Ayan,
yeah.
Orly, can you share with me what was the recipe? So how can you share it, Sir Orly?
Okay, sige, Patrick. Because Patrick we've met sa Botre, one of the bar that business venture ko. Sama ka, Patrick. So I was a bartender, I was a bartender before.
Wow,
So
another
yun.
skill sector, Another skill sector. Yeah, okay. So for our viewers, you can check again Baybayin Hub on Instagram and Facebook. Tama ba, Sir Orly? And of course, Nomad Escape. Tama ba? Nomad Escape.
Yes, Nomadscape, yes.
Parang it's you really immersing yourself in a community of digital nomads as well. I think it will also help you boost your confidence as well and also learn what they're going through as well so that you can also move forward with your digital nomadism journey. So, ayan. So, once again, Sir Orly, in behalf of our viewers and of course, ESME Philippines, thank you so much for sharing us your insights about digital nomadism. We wish you all the best. And of course, keep safe, Sir Orly, and see you again soon. And of course, to all of our viewers who attended this webinar today, all of you can get a digital certificate of your attendance. So for sure, you want to get yours. So just head to our website, www.esme.ph, or click on the link that we posted in the comment section below. And also, you can make your own account and navigate to the title of the webinar that you joined in today if you want a replay of what we talked about in today's webinar. And of course, before this webinar comes to a close, I would also like to invite everyone who wants to learn more and increase their knowledge and skills to visit our website at www.esme.ph. Again, we offer a wide range of masterclasses courses, those of which you can enroll in based on whatever is relevant to your passion, career, and interest. So just search for our website. Again, that's www.esme.ph. So once again, this has been a very, very exciting episode of our learning webinar here at esme.ph. I'm sure you have a lot of thoughts about our episode for today. So feel free to share again these links to the people around you. And of course, once again, my name is Jem, your host. Again, you can also follow me on my social media accounts. Again, that's Jem, the host, on Facebook and of course, and on Instagram. Again, it's been a pleasure hosting your learning webinar for today. We thank you for your time, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy, advance Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2021 to everyone. And we hope to see you again next time here only on esme.ph Learning Webinars.